What is up, everybody? Bill with Honest Open Permaculture Hop Farm, and it's been 3 days since we pulled all the material out of the chicken coop to make our compost piles. Let's check on them. We're gonna need to restack the compost that the chickens have kicked all over into this day one, and we're gonna need to add a little bit more leaves to the coop. Let me show you what they did.
Excuse me, ladies. Can't you see I'm trying to record a video here? What? Oh, you decided to lay down there beside the box. Okay, there's an egg box right beside you, but you're gonna lay there right beside it. Okay. So, excuse the girls in the background. Remember, these two piles were huge. They were all the way up to here. Boom. They've kicked it apart, and now I need to restack it back together. Let's check the temperature here. We're over 100 degrees. I would like it to be a little warmer by day 3. But honestly, when I was stacking it, when I took it out of the coop the first time, it was a little dry. It wasn't as wet as it probably should have been, and I didn't add any water to it. We have had a little rain today, and a really, really wet, misty morning, which got most of this all wet and saturated, so I won't need to add any moisture to it today. Let's stick the thermometer on this side too, and let's see if we can get a temperature on this side. It's definitely warm. It's about 42 degrees out here, so for this compost to be well over 100 degrees, that's pretty cool. It's doing its job. We got the microorganisms, the microbiology in there, eating up this organic matter and the poo, all of it breaking down, and that all produces heat. And that's where the heat comes from. I've seen some people do some pretty cool things with compost piles also, where they'll take copper piping, and they can run copper piping, maybe like a snail or through compost piles, and then run water through there, get that water to the 120 degrees, whatever it is, and then pump it out to have a hot shower, or to heat have a heated floor in your house. You could do all kinds of stuff with hot water, as long as you got a pump. Okay, so this has been in there just a couple of minutes, and it is definitely higher than the other side. It's already at like 106. All right, so we know it's activated. Now let's just do some scooping, stack it back up, and then put some more leaves in there for those loud mouths. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come in, I'm gonna lift up the center. Look what it's doing here, guys. Hope you can see the steam that comes out of here. I'm gonna try to mix up the bottom of this real quick before I throw more on top of it. So this gets air. What I'm doing here is I'm adding oxygen to the pile. That's one of the 4 biggest ingredients in a compost pile is air, oxygen. And the reason you want to add oxygen and air is because the life forms that are creating all this heat and steam and breaking down the material are using up all the oxygen, and they need more to keep going. Same for water in a compost pile. Don't want to breathe that in directly either. It's kind of ammonia-y. Got some gases in it. And Gene, I'm putting your thermometer to good use, brother. I really appreciate it. Thanks for giving me that awesome gift. back to 2 big, beautiful piles. If you're having a problem with your chickens maybe kicking it apart too quickly, not giving the material a chance to heat up like it should to get a good hot compost, you might need to tarp it or cover it with some sort of cover. That'll keep them off it for a couple of days, and then open it and then let them tear it apart. Because really my daily routine has changed a little bit. I'm taking an extra 10 minutes in the morning and I'm scooping this area and restacking it every single morning. To prevent that and make sure the material gets the beneficial bacteria to start breaking down the material, you might need to cover it. We'll see how it goes. Now we just got one more step. We're gonna add some more leaves to the coop. And I think about every 3 to 4 days, I'm gonna add some more leaves to the coop so it'll cover the manure that's in there, and I'll start a fresh new carbon layer to add more manure onto for the next compost pile. Got a fresh layer of leaves. The 2 compost piles are back in its corner where it should be. I actually covered that compost pile with the tarp I used to pull the leaves in there, and that's where I'm gonna stick the thermometer, so hopefully we'll get a better reading of how hot it's really getting in there before the chickens get to it. Make sure it's good and deep in there. I'm gonna throw a couple pieces of wood on it real quick. Help weigh it down. The chickens won't mess with it, hopefully. And I will be back in another 3 days. Remember, every 3 days I'm gonna give you guys an update until these 2 compost piles are completely done and we're using it in the gardens or to start seeds with. Thank you guys for watching. If you haven't already, smash that thumbs up. It really helps me out, helps push this video to other people that wanna see how to make their own compost with the help of chickens. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please do that as well. Smash that bell notification in the subscribe button. It'll let you know every time a new chicken compost video is coming out. And if you missed the first episode in this chicken compost video, it's right here.